Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm Alex, and I'm really happy you're here today. If you're listening to this podcast, take a deep breath. You are in the right place. This is a space where English is easy, calm, and friendly.
Hi everyone. I'm Laura. And yes, I'm a learner too. If you sometimes feel nervous when you speak English, you are not alone. I feel that way very often.
That's very honest, Laura. Thank you for saying that. Many people think they are the only ones who feel nervous, but that's not true at all.
Exactly. Sometimes before I speak English, my head is full of thoughts. What if I say it wrong? What if my pronunciation is bad? What if people don't understand me?
Those thoughts are very common, especially for learners from Spain and Latin countries. But today, we want to help you feel more relaxed.
Yes. Today is not about perfect grammar. It's not about difficult words. It's about feeling comfortable and confident when you listen and speak.
Think of this podcast like a friendly conversation. You don't need to understand every word. Just listen, relax, and enjoy the sound of English.
And remember, you don't have to be perfect to speak English.
Exactly. You just have to start. So let's begin today's conversation together. Laura, before we continue, I want to ask you something. When you think about speaking English, how do you usually feel?
Honestly, I feel nervous. Not a little nervous. Very nervous.
That's very real. Can you tell us why?
Yes. In my head, I always hear the same question. What if I say it wrong?
That question is very powerful.
Yes, it is. I worry about many things. I worry about grammar. I worry about pronunciation. I worry about my accent.
And what happens when you worry so much?
I stop. I don't speak. I think, maybe it's better to stay quiet.
A lot of learners do the same thing. They choose silence because silence feels safe.
Yes. When I am silent, I make no mistakes. But I also don't practice.
Exactly. Silence protects you from mistakes, but it also protects you from progress.
That's true. Sometimes I know the words in my head, but my mouth doesn't want to open.
That feeling is very common, especially for Spanish speakers learning English. In Spanish, we speak with emotion and speed. In English, we are afraid of being wrong.
Yes. I think my English is not good enough yet.
But here is an important idea for today. You don't need perfect English to start speaking. You need brave English.
Brave English. I like that.
Brave English means you speak even when you are not sure. You speak even when your sentence is simple. You speak even when a mistake is possible.
So the real problem is not mistakes. The real problem is fear.
Exactly. And today, we are going to learn how to make that fear smaller. Laura, I think stories help us understand ideas better. Can you share a real moment when you used English, even with mistakes?
Yes, I can. This happened last year when I was traveling.
Okay, I'm listening.
I was in a small town, and I needed to find the train station. I looked at my phone, but the map was not clear. So I decided to ask someone on the street.
That already sounds brave.
I didn't feel brave at that moment. My heart was beating fast. I practiced the sentence in my head again and again.
What did you want to say?
I wanted to say, "Excuse me, how can I get to the train station?"
That's a great sentence.
Yes, but what came out was different. I said, "Excuse me, how I go to train station yesterday?"
Ah, okay. A little mixed.
Yes. Wrong tense. Missing words. When I finished the sentence, I thought, oh no. That was bad English.
And what happened next?
The man smiled. He didn't look confused. He didn't correct my grammar.
That's important.
He said, "Oh, the train station? It's not far. Go straight and turn left."
So he understood you.
Yes. Completely. He even used his hands to show me the direction.
That's real communication.
After I walked away, I started laughing. Not because it was funny, but because I felt relieved.
Relieved?
Yes. I made mistakes, but nothing bad happened. No one laughed at me. No one was angry.
And you found the train station.
Exactly. The goal was not perfect English. The goal was to arrive at the station.
That's a very important lesson.
Later that day, I thought about my sentence. I noticed the mistake. And I remembered the correct way.
So the mistake helped you learn.
Yes. If I had stayed silent, I would still be lost. And I wouldn't remember the sentence today.
That's the power of trying.
Now, when I think about that moment, I feel proud, not embarrassed.
And that's exactly how learning should feel. Laura, your story shows something very important. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs of practice.
Signs of practice? That sounds interesting.
Yes. Think about it this way. When you make a mistake, your brain is active. It is working. It is testing the language.
So a mistake means my brain is trying to learn?
Exactly. If your brain was not learning, you would not speak at all.
That makes sense. When I don't speak, I feel safe, but nothing changes.
Right. Mistakes are like little messages from your brain saying, "Hey, I am practicing something new."
I like that idea. It feels more positive.
Let me give you another example. Imagine you are learning to play the guitar. At the beginning, your fingers hurt. The sound is not very good. You play the wrong notes.
Yes, and it can sound terrible.
But those wrong notes mean you are practicing. No wrong notes means no practice.
So English works the same way.
Exactly. Every grammar mistake, every strange sentence, every pause is part of training.
But many learners feel ashamed when they make mistakes.
That's true. We often think mistakes mean, "I'm bad at English."
But actually, they mean, I'm using English.
Perfectly said. Using English is the goal, not avoiding mistakes.
So instead of thinking, I made a mistake, I can think, I just practiced.
Yes, that small change in thinking is very powerful.
It makes mistakes feel lighter.
And when mistakes feel lighter, speaking becomes easier.
I think many listeners need to hear this.
I agree. If you are listening right now, remember this. Every mistake is a step forward. Laura, I want to talk about something very specific now. Something many Spanish learners think about.
I think I know what it is. Accent?
Yes, accent. Many Spanish speakers feel worried about their accent when speaking English.
That's very true. Sometimes I think, my English sounds too Spanish.
And how does that make you feel?
Uncomfortable. I feel different. I feel like people will judge me.
That feeling is very common. But here is something important to remember. An accent is not a mistake.
Not a mistake.
No, an accent simply shows where you come from. It shows your history and your language.
That's interesting. I never thought about it like that.
Think about English speakers. People from the UK, the US, Australia, and Ireland all speak English differently.
Yes, their accents are very different.
But they all speak correct English. No one says, "Your accent is wrong."
So why are we so hard on ourselves?
Because we want to be perfect. But perfection is not the goal.
Then what is the goal?
Clarity. If people understand you, your English is working.
So clear English is better than perfect English.
Exactly. Many Spanish learners speak with warmth and emotion. That is a strength, not a problem.
I like that. It makes me feel more confident.
Good. Your accent is part of your voice. Don't hide it.
So instead of thinking, my accent is bad, I can think, my accent is mine.
That's a beautiful way to say it.
I hope our listeners remember this.
Me too. Your English does not need to sound native. It needs to sound like you. Okay, Laura. Now let's talk about something very practical. What should we do when we make a mistake?
Yes, please. Because in that moment, my mind goes blank.
That's normal. So let's keep it simple. There are 3 easy things you can do.
Only 3? That sounds good.
Yes. Number 1. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yes. Don't stop the conversation. Don't panic. Don't say sorry again and again.
I do that. I say sorry too much.
Many learners do. But you don't need to apologize for learning. Just continue speaking.
Okay. Keep going.
Number 2. Self-correct simply, only if you want to.
How can I do that?
You can use short, natural phrases like, sorry, I want to say. Let me say that again.
Those sound very natural.
They are. For example, you can say, I go yesterday. I went yesterday.
That feels easy and calm.
Exactly. No drama. Just a small correction and you move on.
And if I don't notice the mistake?
That's perfectly fine. You can notice it later. Learning still happens.
Okay. What's number 3?
Number 3. Relax and smile.
Smile?
Yes. Your face and your body matter. If you smile, your voice sounds more relaxed.
That's true.
Sometimes mistakes sound bigger in our head than in real life. Other people are usually kind.
So I don't need to be afraid.
Exactly. Mistakes are not emergencies. They are normal moments.
I like that idea.
So remember, keep going. Correct simply if you want. And relax.
That feels doable.
Good. Because speaking English should feel possible, not scary. Laura, now let's talk about habits. Not big habits. Small, simple habits that build confidence over time.
I like small habits. Big plans can feel scary.
Exactly. Confidence grows slowly, not in one day.
So where should we start?
Start with yourself. Talk to yourself in English.
Talk to myself?
Yes. When you wake up, say simple sentences. Today is Monday. I feel a little tired. I need some coffee.
That sounds easy.
It is. Your brain gets used to hearing your English voice.
What's another habit?
Record your voice. Just 1 minute a day.
Only 1 minute?
Yes. Talk about your day or your plans. Later, listen to it. You may hear mistakes, and that's okay.
That feels a little uncomfortable, but helpful.
That's how growth feels. Uncomfortable, but safe.
Any other ideas?
Yes. Listen to English every day, even passively, while walking, cooking, or relaxing.
So I don't need to understand everything?
Not at all. Understanding 60 or 70% is enough.
That takes the pressure away.
Exactly. Small habits, done every day, create big confidence over time.
That makes learning feel possible.
And that's the goal. Laura, we have talked about many things today. Before we finish, let's take a moment to remember the main ideas.
Yes, that's a good idea. It was a long conversation, but a helpful one.
First, we talked about mistakes. Mistakes are not enemies. They are signs that you are practicing.
Yes. If you make mistakes, it means you're trying. And trying is very important.
We also talked about fear. The fear of saying something wrong can stop us from speaking.
But we learned that silence does not help us grow.
Exactly. Speaking, even with simple words, is better than staying quiet.
We also talked about accent. Having a Spanish accent is not a problem.
Right. Your accent is part of who you are. Clear communication is more important than sounding perfect.
We shared practical tips too. Keep going when you make a mistake. Correct yourself simply if you want. And relax.
And finally, we talked about small habits.
Small habits like talking to yourself. Recording your voice. And listening to English every day.
If you are listening right now, remember this. You don't need perfect English.
You just need courage and kindness toward yourself.
Every time you speak, you are moving forward.
And we are proud of you for being here today.
Well, Laura, I think this is a good place to stop for today.
Yes. And if you are listening right now, we want to say one thing to you.
You are doing better than you think.
Every time you listen to English. Every time you try to speak. You are improving.
Before we go, we have a small question for you. Can you remember a mistake you made in English?
Maybe it was funny. Maybe it helped you learn something new.
If you want, write your story in the comments. It doesn't need to be perfect.
We really enjoy reading your messages.
And if this podcast helped you feel a little more confident, please click the like button.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can practice English with us again.
And share this episode with someone who feels nervous about speaking English.
Thank you so much for listening today.
Keep talking, keep practicing, and be kind to yourself.
See you next time. Goodbye.